Well, hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Wild Your Garden, and in today's video we have a slightly different feel. I am up in Scotland where I took a short break to explore some of the amazing scenery that the Highlands has to offer, and please do check out the rest of the channel for other videos up and coming on Scotland and some of the beautiful sights I've seen, many other things on my travels around Scotland, this fabulous place. But today I am at Cashel Native Forest, which is a forest that has been a forest for 1,000 years, and it's on the east coast of Loch Lomond, a beautiful place if you ever get the chance to visit. And I am in search for particularly one tree which is an absolute treasure, a complete landmark in our wonderful scenery that we've got here, which is a native crabapple, the only native tree, the only native apple tree that we have in the UK, which is believed to be the biggest girth and the largest apple tree, bar one in Kent, I believe, which is about 3 meters taller. This one's about 14 meters tall at the last count. An absolutely phenomenal tree. I've only seen pictures of this tree, and it really is an incredible tree. So yes, I've got the route, I know where it is roughly, but I'm just searching for it now, so let's go see if we can find it. Okay, so I've been walking for about 10-15 minutes now from the car park, and I just happened to look off the track, and through the gloom of the tree canopies through there, I think I've found what might be our prize tree. So let's go see if we can find a way in. So as this tree has a bit of fame surrounding it, there's a slight indication of a pathway through this bracken. As an aside, bracken incidentally is different to our ferns. Bracken has a single stem which actually comes up from the ground and then forks off into individual leaves, whereas ferns actually grow a single leaf from the base every time. So yeah, if you're wanting to know the difference between bracken and ferns, there you go. But yeah, what a little secretive entrance this looks like. So let's take a look inside. One thing I would say, folks, by the way, is bracken is a natural home for ticks, so be careful if you are walking through any woodlands in the summer. Just check yourself for ticks if you are going through any overgrown areas such as this. But I think I'm coming up. Oh wow, look at that, what a tree. There's no way you would ever think that is a crabapple. God, it's monstrous. Let's take a look inside. Oh wow. Man, that's like a 200-year-old oak tree. Look at the size of that. Well, look at that. I mean, a crabapple, you would never believe it, would you? That is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, this thing is an entire ecosystem. I've had, well actually look, if you look here, there are some little mini mushrooms growing on the trunk, and or some fungi should I say, and some more up here, and all this moss and lichen. I mean, crabapples are renowned for having moss and lichen as they get older, but wow, what an incredible structure this thing is. Now, a few facts about this tree. It was measured in 2016, some 5 years ago now, at a girth at 0.5 metre as 4.1 meters, which is just incredible. You'd never believe that would belong to a crabapple tree. And apparently there's one larger girth tree in County Durham, which that's a coppice, so apparently that doesn't count in terms of the tree register of Britain and Ireland, where this is recognised as the largest girth crabapple in the UK, which is just incredible. There's one, as I say, larger that's in Kent, that's about 17 metres. I'd guess this is about 13-14 metres now. But regardless of size, I mean, what a structure, what an incredible thing to have in our landscape, and it provides habitat for so many things. So let's have a little look at what it provides a habitat for now. So in terms of habitat that this tree provides for wildlife, well, it's probably easier to name what it doesn't provide for. And of course, crabapple is the grandfather of all apples, if you like. It's the one tree that all our other species and varieties of apples have derived from. So absolutely fantastic to see this incredible specimen still living in our landscape today, which age-wise, I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. In general, they live up to about 100 years. My guess is this is a fair bit older than that, probably 150 years old potentially. It's absolutely huge, it's remarkable, but yeah, absolutely stunning tree. But what it provides habitat for is an entire wealth of creatures, everything from its pollen and nectar in the spring, of course, where it does have a long flowering period, if you like, which is brilliant, of course, for our pollinating insects. The leaves actually provide a larval food plant for many species of moth, including the eyed hawk moth, Chinese character, green pug. So absolutely fantastic in terms of its potential for that. And also it's a really good nectar source for the green hair-streaked butterfly, those of you that are into your butterflies. And also the fruits are then again, of course, in the winter time, the autumn and winter, things like our thrush species, blackbirds, fieldfares, redwings, that sort of thing. But also the mammals as well. When it drops on the floor, the fruit, things like foxes, mice, badgers will all eat the fruits as well. So it really is incredible for supplying nature with everything it needs, and of course a home for lots of mosses and lichen, where the air clarity is very good round here. It means that a lot of mosses and lichens can grow freely on the trunk, so remarkable for that. And of course nesting birds, I mean the cavity in this dead main stem behind me here is home to a whole variety of spiders and different beetles and insects, so it's fantastic at providing habitat for everything across the board. So a bit of myth and folklore about this tree for you. Now, it is believed that if you were to throw the pips into the fire and say the name of your true love, apparently if you love them, the pips will explode. However true or not that is, I'm not sure. I've not tested it myself. You're welcome to try it. Let me know in the comments below if you do get around to trying that. Also, it's said that as far back as the Celts obviously used to burn applewood, and of course today we burn applewood to give off those scents with cheeses and things. So yeah, it smells very sweet when you burn it, of course. And one final thing is that the crabapple is even referenced by Shakespeare in A Midsummer Night's Dream. And of course the crabapples of this tree are used for making crabapple jelly, which is yes, something that I haven't personally tried, but yes, I believe many people do. So give it a go if you get the chance. The crabapples themselves are quite, they have a bit of a difference in the colour. They can range from sort of a bright yellow right the way through to sort of a pinky red colour. So yes, do look out for them. And of course, if nothing else, plant one in your garden. They are a brilliant small tree. They don't get this big usually, and if they do, it takes a long time. So crabapples, if you're looking for a small tree for your garden to attract wildlife, you could do a lot worse than one of these. They are absolutely brilliant. They'll grow almost anywhere. They like moist but well-drained soils, but they'll go well in clay as well, I've found, and they really are brilliant. They like a fair bit of sun as well though, so if you can, put them in a sunny spot. But crabapple, Malus sylvestris, get yourself one in your garden. And thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed exploring this magnificent giant of a tree with me today. It's been an absolute pleasure for me, and I hope you've got a real flavour for it just watching this at home. So yes, thank you very much for watching, guys. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and give your video a like, and stay tuned for many more videos on my recent trip to the Scottish Highlands in videos to come, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.